I'll leave some of those. All right, so let's go to the euro. Euro should be interesting also. So we know that US is going, it's going down, so the euro should be going up, and as we see, so this is going to be pretty much the opposite of what we're currently seeing now. What I'm trading on a different time, I mean a different currency. So it's pretty much the exact reversal of what I'm doing. So really, if I wanted to take this trade last week, I would have been entering here in this area, but I was just focused on one pair, so didn't want to go too crazy with the whole inauguration. You never know what could happen there. So all right, this is the Euro USD. We're in the 4 hour. I'm gonna move this to the daily, I mean, and then I'm gonna look at my line chart and look at some zones here. I don't have a lot of my dailies in here, so I will mark this up with some of my dailies. These black lines, as you know already, they're my weekly supply and demand zones. Those are the strong levels that I'm looking for. And then for this next week, I'm gonna put in some of these turning points here where the market turned away, and I could also know what my high and my low was for the previous week while I'm trading in this week. So that's that here. Put a quick zone here, previous area that it's at. So this is a good area to look at. It might break it, but once it gets to my black supply zone here, this would be a good place to see it bounce off of, and then possibly come back down and then continue going. So I'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on this level, and then if it shoots up, I draw these ahead, because if the market goes crazy and for some reason some kind of news or activity happens and the candlestick just shoots up, I have these zones already ready, because if it does shoot up, there's a possible chance of entering small, taking a small trade, not gambling a lot of your account, taking a small trade, even if it's a few cents, and entering, putting a 30 pip stop loss, and then hopefully the candle will close with a big wick, and you have a possible good entry. I will not enter large with those. My large one will come after it comes down on the 4 hour and retest that area, or part of that area, and then I'll enter with a safer entry. So that's what I'll look at there. And let me look down here in case it comes back this way. So let me enter a few more demand areas here. Looks like there was a lot of activity in this area for a few days, a period of time. I'll also look at all the volume and see how the volume down here is reacting. If I see big volume, like obviously we have all this that came down, short volume at first, but then it started getting stronger and just pushing. This area here, has not a lot of volume. Same here. So I'm just looking for low volume and pushbacks from the bulls or the bears, and see who's actually has the upper hand there. So right now that's on my daily. We'll look at the weekly and check out some zones. These are all previous zones that I found of supply and demand that I found the market, the price just really react to it. So here we go, just re-looking, re-evaluating where I'm at. This one here, and we have this strong zone right here, so it's right next to a daily, and then we have this other period here that came down, but I'll mark that just in case. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys are getting something out of this and you guys are understanding what I'm doing, but overall, mark your charts on the higher time frame. Don't mark them on the short time frame unless you're doing little scalps, but you know, that's just too stressful at times. Unless there's something good I see, then I'll go to my smaller time frames to enter, to put in my entry, but not to actually do my analysis and know where the actual market's going overall. So back to the 4 hour, I'm gonna change my candles and draw my trend lines so I know my supply and demands. Now I need to know what direction is it going. So it is, you know, going back up. So the euro is getting some strength. We have this area here, and we'll see all these candles. We have 3 good candles that I'm able to touch and draw my trends on, which make it a very valid trend line. So we'll keep an eye on that, and then we'll keep an eye on this area up here, because obviously you want to draw both sides of your trend, because you know one of them is where you enter and the other one's where you actually take profits. So this side over here, I'm gonna come down from these because these look good. This area looks good to me. And I'll even give it a few extra touches of some other candles. So right when it comes to this area, we see that it's hitting the top of my trend line. More than likely it's going to go past that trend line and touch that weekly supply zone. So once it touches that, we see it possibly coming back down. So there I might enter if I see a good reversal candle, but I won't hold it for long because I'm going against the actual trend. So I'll get a good 30-60 pips, and then just wait for the trend to reach the bottom, or I'll just hold it with a tight stop loss. So that is what I'm looking at for this week. Right now we're looking at the 4 hour, and if we look at this, you know, this gives us a good reversal candle here, and a retest here, and then it just kept going. So we're looking for the same stuff towards the top for it to wick out and give us a little reversal candle sometime during the week. By Monday, you know, Tuesday, see it develop further, and then look for that weekly high and then start reversing. So that is my analysis for the euro. So that's what I'll be looking for. You know, according to, I'll also be looking at my volume, obviously, and I'll be looking at my RSI for divergence, and make sure, you know, I'll be looking to see if it goes higher, but it doesn't pass this level here. This is going to be a great trade. You know, I want to see this stay underneath, go higher, but stay underneath my my little trend line here on the divergence. And you know, if I see a good reversal candle, that's going to be a great trade to enter and take as a sell. So, you know, once again, that's what I got here. So I'm looking for this area somewhere. All right. So right now that's 2 of my pairs. One of my other favorite pairs that I like to trade is oil. This video is probably getting long though, so I need to start cutting this short. That's 2 pairs we've already looked at, and then let's look at oil really quick. You know what? I'm gonna have to actually cut this video short here. I don't want it to get too long, but I do want to share this information. I'll probably do another video and do my analysis on oil, because oil pays out really good and it's one of my favorite pairs to trade. Great profit out of that. So alright guys, I hope you guys got some good information out of this. You know, keep practicing, keep keeping your notes on your mistakes, and overall control your emotions, guys. If you don't control your emotions, if you allow your emotions to control you, you will not succeed in this field. So you need to make sure you control your emotions, that you're disciplined and you follow your rules. You know what your plan is. If you have a plan, if you don't have a plan, you're not going to succeed. Plan out your trades and trade your plan. I know you've heard that before, but that is what makes the biggest difference here. Besides that, trade on the higher time frames, to not trade smaller time frames. That's just my preference. There's very successful people doing shorter time frames, and I'll do another video where I do trade the 15-minute and how I look at that for my daily, my weekly high and my weekly low, and then I'll look at my higher time frames to confirm that it is going the right direction that I'm looking at. So I'll do another video on that next, but I wanted to upload this one, get some information out there, because I know it's been a while that I haven't uploaded, but I'm still, once you start really doing good on this stuff, you kind of put everything else to the side because you're focused. You got to focus, and you got to want this. If you don't want it, you're not going to go out there and read the books and materials and study and practice and analyze and make it repetitive. So you got to sacrifice some stuff if you really want to become a good trader. So now I'm back, now that I'm I have my track record of my good trades and my analysis and my patience, and I had to get my emotions in check, but it took me some practice, and now this is where we're at. So hey guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Please give it a like, give me some comments, give me some information, let me know what you want to hear more about, and I'll try to do my best to clarify this, and I'll try to upload it a lot more often. Okay, all right guys, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks.